Do y'all believe that the Bible and history go hand in hand? I believe that the Bible and history go hand in hand. I believe that we have to learn our history to understand our present and to figure out what's going to happen in the future. If we don't know our past, we don't know our history, we're not going to understand what's happening right now in our present. So, like, my biggest question is, are the aliens real, right? Y'all know that growing up, I heard about aliens so much, right? But reading the Bible and listening to people, I haven't read the whole Bible. I'm gonna be honest. I've read chapters. I've sat here. Try to put two and two together like a detective, right? So I'm gonna be very honest. They talk about aliens. Could these aliens be falling angels? Y'all know that part of Enoch, the chapter is taken out of the Bible. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. That's why there's gonna be more than one part to this. I hope nobody feels offended. These are just our opinions. Like, anybody's welcome to come up to the panel, talk respectfully. Please respect the chat. Please respect the mods. Hold on 1 second. Let me check over here. Let me check the chat. I was just trying to get that out my head before. But what if God did have a wife? Like, in the Bible, the word matrix really is there. And when you look up the word matrix, it says, it's a womb. What is a womb? And as far as I'm concerned, the women do have wombs. There's so many questions, right? But we're just going to talk about it. I don't want no beef. I don't want no problems. And I know it can occur. So if anybody comes in here on some, bullshit, I'm going to say it just like that. If the bonds are in the chat, please, feel free to, because we're not here to beef. We're not here to start no drama. We're actually here to try to, find solutions to, see if we could figure out some shit and be unconfused, because there's so many things going on and they're trying to, like, boom, throw everything at us at once. But see, I've been woke for a while. So I still do got some, I do have some questions, right? Because there's people going around talking about simulations. And here's another question when it comes to the simulations. And it may seem like I'm going, but I'm trying to get y'all to understand where I'm coming from. So I don't want to ball nobody up. But what if we was living in a simulation? Who's controlling that simulation? How is that simulation running? How is it working? If we was to be living in a world like Resident Evil right now, and y'all know, if y'all watched Resident Evil, y'all would understand where I'm coming from. Let me check the chat real quick. I'm so sorry. I am still here, riders, drinking my coffee to wake up. Y'all, that morning coffee, right? I don't drink coffee, but I know a lot of people need that morning coffee. They need that caffeine. I believe Quran is the same since it was revealed. Anything possible. All right. Thank you, y'all, for y'all comments, because it also helps a shorty out. It helps. Let's understand. Like, let's start really understanding this. Facts. Can we keep it simple while doing it? Facts. There is stuff I am not qualified to answer. Facts. Listen, young Riaz, you're right here. You learning. You doing the same thing that I do when I hop on so many panels. I listen, and if once I think I got the understanding, then I might hop up on a panel. I'm starting to do that, and give my perspective. But other than that, listen, we're all entitled to an opinion. We don't all know everything. We're still learning. A lot of us, we all got so many questions. But talking about it, at the end of the day, maybe one of us could. We never know. We could figure something out. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not saying we're going to figure everything out. What I'm saying is talking. Hey, listen, there's people saying that God is not real. There's people saying that God is real. There's people saying that God doesn't exist and we live in a simulation. People saying that there's aliens. I believe that there's other people out here that are like us. There's probably God. There's probably gods out there. But I do have one question, right? How did they manage to? My biggest question has always been, right? The gods were so strong and the gods were the one that ruled the world. How did they manage to tame these gods? Like, there's so many stories and so many loopholes to this, but talking, we could always fill in the holes. Because there's some things that you might know that I don't know, and there's some things that I might know that you don't know. There's some things that this person might know that I don't know. So I'm not here to judge. We're here to learn. Each one teach one. So let's do this.
Are we aliens? Because the government just said that, yes, aliens do exist, but they aren't these. They aren't these, and they aren't these. Thank God, because that looks creepy. What the hell is that? But they might be us.
Yo, somebody in the comments says, so is school canceled or what? To other creatures, we are aliens for real. Yo, when I was little and I used to watch the alien movies, I used to always ask, like, yo, are the aliens the ones controlling us? Can they watch us through that little TV box? Like, are they sitting here experimenting us like we experiment on animals? When I first found out that they chop chicken heads off and we ate actual animals, yo, listen, I told y'all I cried when they made me eat Bambi. I don't get it. Like, it's crazy, right? The questions, how questions. Listen, I listen, and I got questions too, and I hope that people listen because it's like this shit is crazy. He said the aliens is us, but it's crazy. Listen to what he's saying. Some people got points, but the crazy thing is we don't have no facts. People chat, Abraham, peace be upon, questioned everything. I question everything exactly. I have to question everything because I'm not going to sit here and be fooled. I do believe God is the master of all creations. I also believe the Bible is our basic instructions while on earth. I believe there is a God because he definitely is the one giving me the strength to be strong. Facts, Maritza, facts. I believe, listen, there's something, we're here for a reason, right? There's supposed to be spiritual beings around. Listen, we're going to talk about it. And as we go, y'all going to get to know my opinions. I don't want to just blur it all out and then confuse everybody. So listen, we're going to talk about it. And then the videos that I show kind of also help me express a little more and talk a little more. Because listen, that's what it's about. Like, if we don't question and to understand certain things, what is the whole point? Blessings, blessings, blessings. I'm always going to question. See, I stand for something and I fall for nothing. So let's keep watching some of these clips because I do want to get into some of these. There's some long ass videos that I got right here, and we're going to react to them together. And I would love to hear y'all perspectives and y'all opinions. Y'all could leave y'all comments down below on the replay. Y'all could, chat right here with me in the chat. Y'all could hop on a panel and talk to a shorty. However y'all wish to do it.
Us. And their craft can travel dimensions. Dimensions. They don't just fly up and down and around at speeds that are just, we don't even understand their speeds. They are Are we aliens? Because the government just said that, yes, aliens do exist, but they aren't these. They aren't these, and they aren't these. Thank God, because that looks creepy. What the hell is that? But they might be us. Us. And their craft can travel dimensions. Dimensions. They don't just fly up and down and around at speeds that are just, we don't even understand their speeds. They are transdimensional. I don't think you guys understand. They can dimensionality shift and warp. How many dimensions can they go through? Fourth, fifth?
So if they're us, can we travel through dimensions? Like, yo, it's just the way he's explaining it. But I get his point and I get his concept. It's just the way he's explaining. I could really sit here if I was a roaster or somebody that does comedy, sit here and roast him. I understand his point though. I get his perspective.
Where do they come from? And if they're us, how long have they been here? Like literally, when they were describing the aliens, they were saying that they're non-human, but only human from Earth. Are we aliens? And how long have we been here on this planet? Did we cause the dinosaurs to be wiped out so that we can live here? And why have we not had any contact from them outside of, well, whatever this is? And what are these? Is this just a joke, or is this like some sort of...
He do have some good questions though, yo. Even though the way he's saying it and the way he's coming out with it, is school canceled? I have the same question. Is school canceled?
Spacesuit. Because, like, if you looked at their skeletal structure, it looks great, except for the head, which, you know, kind of looks like our astronauts with their massive balls, except, I don't know. But what do you think? Are we aliens? W's in the chat if you agree. L's in the chat if you don't.
I don't know about him, but I think I'm a human. I think I'm a human. I bleed. I don't think I'm an alien. I think I'm out of this world, but I don't think I'm an alien. But let's keep going.
Have to be reined in immediately. I want you to use my words carefully here. A clock, I understand, has been put on this getting resolved through hearings and other means, and by the end of this year, it needs to.
I'm gonna let y'all know we're also gonna be watching a video of Dr. Stephen Greer. I'm not sure it's gonna be today on today's live or it's gonna be on part 2, but I got all these videos set up, and hopefully we can get this done in probably like 3 parts. Hopefully.
Be resolved, and that's all I will say at this point. Have to be reined in immediately. I want you to use my words carefully here. A clock, I understand, has been put on this getting resolved through hearings and other means, and by the end of this year, it needs to be resolved. And that's all I will say at this point. Have to be reined in immediately.
Recently, I saw an alien laying on the beach surrounded by government officials. I decided to investigate the origin of the alien, and I stumbled upon what looks like an underwater alien base. Notice the circular structure deep underwater with an opening.
So the government.
Yo, what the hell?
Recently, I saw an alien.
I was trying to pause it. They talking about an alien under base, but we all know they got bases under there. Could that be an army base, a navy base, you know, any type of military base? So they saw some type of base under there. It's kind of hard. See, people just talk.
So the government essentially confirmed that aliens exist?
No, they didn't. They confirmed that the United States has recovered, and I quote, non-human biologics from alleged crash sites.
So non-human, could what they're thinking is the aliens be the supposed fallen angels that's talked about in the Bible. We're going to talk about it. I don't want to confuse nobody, but if anybody does know what I'm talking about, they can leave, a little comment down there. The fallen angels do exist. They talk about it in so many chapters of the Bible.
And that the United States is in possession of UAPs, which is their modern term for UFOs. That said, if a drone that someone slapped together that the United States cannot identify crashes and hits a bird, and they take the bird corpse, that is a UFO and non-human biologics. I should also point out that this kind of thing tends to come out often when the government is on some other hot nonsense that they do not want being at the top of the news.
Once again, it leads back to the question, is it a distraction? Everything that they're talking about. People in the comments on his video are talking about confirmed there was 4 dudes with no evidence other than trust me, bro. Do y'all really believe that aliens exist?
Most of y'all know how I feel about my neighborhood, right? And how it's a fucking simulation. Literally all the houses are the same, right? Why the fuck are all these white cars dead ass? Most of y'all know how I feel about my neighborhood, right? And how it's a fucking simulation. Literally all the houses are the same, right? Why the fuck?
So these are all the types of videos that are surfacing, whether it's through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. This is what the talk is about. Are we living in a simulation? Are there aliens? Is God real? So basically, this is what the talk is about right now. And to me, I feel as though a lot of this could be a distraction, is a distraction. I'm not going to say could, is a distraction. Because in my opinion, this is a lot of distraction.